Kern, what do you think about the client onboarding phase of it?
Let me pull that up and let's run through it real quick.
Oh, sorry guys, just a minute. It's Brewster. Hey Josh, what's up? Oh gosh, your flight's delayed? I'm sorry. Wait, today? Kathy Nelson. Okay, but I mean, those are some pretty big shoes to fill, but I got you covered. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Safe travels. All right, bye.
He's walking up the stairs, talking about important things with cool people. Yeah, it's the flights of inside, flights of inside, flights of inside. Yeah, oh yeah.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Tami.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Thank you so much for talking with me today.
My pleasure.
We're here with Kathy Nelson, President and CEO of Visit KC and the Kansas City Sports Commission. The Big 12 tournament is happening in downtown Kansas City for both the women and the men.
Yes.
Kathy, tell me, how much does this tournament mean for Kansas City?
You know, for years we have said it's our Super Bowl every year. And now we've become a little spoiled because we're used to going to Super Bowls. But it really is, when you think about the kickoff to spring in Kansas City, this is it. This is that signature statement for our city, and really to put us on a national spotlight yet again, especially in college sports.
Love it. The World Cup is coming to the U.S. Kansas City is hosting 6 of those matches. What is Kansas City going to be like this summer?
You know, oh my gosh, we have talked about the word big. And how do you explain the word big? I think that's what Kansas City is going to be like. It's going to be big. I had the fortune of going over to Doha in 2022 and attending the World Cup in Qatar. And I was taken aback. I've attended a ton of sporting events, from Final Fours to Super Bowls to Olympics. The World Cup is something different. It is a global institution with billions of viewers. And I think to host the world's biggest sports event in our city, it's big. And I think that's what the energy, the opportunity, the experience. We don't want people to take up and leave. We want you to stay here and really experience what this is all about.
Well, speaking of big, we have the NFL draft, the World Cup, the Big 12 tournament. What's next for you and your team? I mean, do you have your white whale?
Well, that's funny you ask what's next. I'll tell you a quick story. We had been working on the FIFA World Cup bid for quite a few years, and we'd been awarded. And the next day, all of our great friends in the media come over and want to talk and do interviews. And one of the guys is like, "What's next for you?" And I thought, what's next? We just landed the world's biggest sports event. What a crazy question. But we can't stop with this, right? This has opened a door to international opportunity, to international tourism, to international business. So what's next for us is more bids. I just had a call with U.S. Soccer. We're working on our Women's World Cup bid for 2031, and that will be due this year. And then we're also working on our Rugby World Cup bid, also due this year, and that's for Men's Rugby World Cup in 2031. And then Women's Rugby World Cup will be 2033, and that bid's not due for a little bit longer. And then I'll attend the Men's Final Four this year, because with a potential new Arrowhead, that opens that opportunity up to maybe bring a Final Four in the future to Kansas City. So the other thing, and you know this with working with us, we also really focused on what are we doing for our community? What are we doing for girls and boys right here in our backyard? What are we doing to get people to participate, to spectate, and to celebrate sports? And that's a daily conversation.
When you travel for these bids and these meetings, what is the reputation of Kansas City as far as being at the center for hosting these big events?
Yeah, it used to be, especially with my Visit KC tourism and convention hat on, used to be we would travel with other cities. We might travel with the St. Louis or Chicago or someone else in the Midwest, or even a little bit bigger city, and be introduced as, "Oh, and let me introduce you to Kansas City." Now we go alone. And now we open with, you know us because, of course, of Travis and Taylor, of the Chiefs and all that's happening, of Ted Lasso. And Route 66 is also a really big deal. This is the 100th anniversary for Route 66. So we now can just open with our hearts. And we always wear our heart shirts. and talk about everything that we do is from the heart. And I love that we go alone and now others follow. And I love that we're a leader in that space in both tourism and sports and conventions and everything the city has going for it. It's just really a fun time right now to be selling the city.
It is. I mean, Kansas City is definitely buzzing right now.
Yes.
There are so many amazing things right now. What's the best part about your job?
Oh my gosh. The best part about my job, that's a great question. I think for me is meeting other people and sharing our passion and our pride for where I live. I'm born and raised here. So for me, when we are out, whether it's in Chicago, DC, Indianapolis, talking about our city on a potential opportunity, or I just got back from Argentina, we'll be over in England quite a bit, and then the Netherlands. Really just, the world has become smaller, and the friendships I've made, and knowing that I can kind of pick up anywhere and make a phone call and see someone or meet someone that we can talk about Kansas City.
I love that. Well, it's always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do for Kansas City, for men and women's sports. I hear that there's a women's game going on right now. Should we head in and watch?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Let's cheer them on.